Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Taylor Furman, and I'm just going to be doing one of my favorite everyday makeup looks right now using this beautiful red color. It's perfect for the fall and the Christmas season. So I'm going to do a whole face, and excuse the hair, it's kind of wet. It's not greasy, okay? It's clean, it's just drying. Right, so the makeup I use is Lime Life by Alcone. I'm sure you're familiar with it. If not, feel free to ask me questions about it. Let's see, so I'm just going to start off, clean my concealer a little bit. Had some black on it from a makeup look I was doing the other day. Alright, so I'm going to start with Concealer 0. And I just put this right under my eyes. Ooh, I noticed the other day, like I hadn't been using any concealer lately, and I noticed I was like, oh, I look tired. I'm like, you got some bags under your eyes and you start using your concealer again. So that's actually a really light color, but it really conceals those bags. If you have a lot of redness, I think it's like Concealer 3 that's really good for redness. But the foundation, I only have a little bit of redness, and my foundation's pretty good at covering all that up. It has really great coverage. So I use 2 foundation colors. This one is Shinto 0. I'm just putting it in an upside down triangle underneath my eyes, and I'm not going too much on top of that concealer. You know, where I'm gonna blend this all out with my little blender full. And this is a mini one. I need a bigger one. I need to order a new big one. But the minis are just so cute. So until I get my new one, I'm just using my brush, and then I'm going back and smoothing everything back over with my blender full. So notice I took that same Shinto 0 and just put it down my nose, and I made another upside down triangle on my forehead. I basically kind of just make a line and then like branch it out. That's what I do. And that's how I get highlights in certain parts of my face. Alright. So the next foundation I use for the rest of my face is just one shade up. Shinto 1. Same color family, just a little bit darker, but makes a difference. I love how smooth this is. It's wax based, so it all feels like concealer. Now you're probably thinking, oh, that must come off real easy. We have a setting. There is a setting powder I'm going to use, and there's also a setting spray. I forgot to prime my face. We have a face primer you're supposed to put on before you start your face that I left out. And y'all, I also moisturize my face before I put my makeup on. I want to make sure everything's nice and hydrated when I put my makeup on. That way any dry skin isn't, you know, flaking on there. Because I do have really dry skin. And I also put some oil on for a little bit of inflammation I had after my morning mask today. Ooh, I woke up and my face was super dry because it got really cold overnight real fast. It actually got really cold real fast yesterday during the day. Alright, I'm gonna go back in a little bit more right here. My nose doesn't really like to keep makeup on real well. I'm sorry if the light's like a little crazy. That's better. Just putting a little bit more of that lighter color on. Alright, I'm going to go in and just kind of smooth that all out. But the oil that acts as an inflammatory is gives you a little of a dewy finish. So I definitely use like my translucent powder, which gives you like a matter finish, and then I'll spray the time setter to really make things stay put for the day. Okay. You always want to put some foundation on your neck, guys. Well, or ladies. Sorry, I think guys is like a southern thing or northern thing, or I don't know, it's just a thing people say. Sorry, I thought I heard the rain. It's the wind. But anyway, you don't want like a floating head, so you always want to bring your foundation down a little bit. Blend that into my skin. Love this foundation because it's so easily to blend with that thing because of the texture, the consistency, or whatever you want to call it. Because it's wax based, like there's no line, and I didn't bring it all the way down. I'm gonna go back over with some bronzer and kind of darken that up and make a shadow for myself. Make sure in my magnifying mirror I'm good. So I trimmed my eyebrows this morning for the first time. I kind of got some little hairs around this area. Okay. So, translucent powder, and it looks like it's white, and it's just clear. I just take my, I don't know what these are called, like kabuki brushes. This is actually an e.l.f. brush. You can get these at like Target, Walmart, I think drugstores. I actually really like them. Haven't had any problems. e.l.f. is another vegan company, just like Lime Life, and you can, you know, they're really affordable. Haven't really dug too far out in their products besides their eye primer and their brushes, which, like I said, their brushes are really good. I have 3 of them. I love them. Okay, let's put some of that bronzer on. This is just the bronzer number 1, the original. Kind of has a little orange tint. Well, so I don't use it on my face anymore, but I do use it down here. And also has like a little bit of a shimmer to it. The other bronzers are they are matte. Okay, I'm also gonna put the translucent powder over my eyelids. And I'm gonna go back with eye primer and then more powder, because that's just kind of how I've been having to do it. I was doing just primer and then powder to set it, and my and that was working for a while, and then my eyeshadow started to crease again. So I was like, okay, let me try setting it. You know, make sure there's no, I think what happened was there's oil in my eyes because I constantly use that inflammatory oil I was talking about. And I use another one drop wonder, just to, it, you know, it helps with like rejuvenating your skin. It's really awesome. But I have a feeling like all that residue and the moisturizer was just getting on my eyes, and the translucent powder makes that kind of, you know, set into it better. before you dive into the primer and set it again. So that's kind of what I was having to do. So for the time being, until I can make another order and get my bronzer number 3, I'm using an eyeshadow for my contouring called Hope for the Best. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta get my brush just right for this, or it goes everywhere. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right light to where y'all can see my cheekbone. Now contouring, I feel like it's a little bit different for everybody because you have to find your cheekbone, and some people's cheekbones are higher than others. And some people don't have, like, I guess, real established cheekbones. So you kind of have to find the right angle for your face. And you might not be able to go as far down as me. Some people can do this number, which I'll do every now and then for a few looks. But, and then some people can only go like half of what I'm doing. So it really depends on the shape of your face, and you kind of have to just play with it before you can be like, okay, this is the look I need to go for. Okay. I'm gonna have to get this lighting right for you guys. This is my first YouTube video ever. I wonder if this would help. No, that makes it worse. Okay. I have another mirror down here, and it's a light up. My Ricky mirror by Glamcore. They're amazing. It's a white light, and telling you can see like every single pore. Make sure you're getting the perfect makeup application every time. Okay. I mean, I kind of do pretty much the same routine every day, so I kind of know what I need to be doing, but every now and then when my skin has a flare up, that's when the mirror comes in really good handy. So I can really cover up those problem areas. Okay. Putting that same color down here, just create a little bit more of a shadow. And some people, like, you might not want to just go under. You might need to go a little bit on as well. And then I would recommend probably using like a lighter contour color, or just really blending that out. Okay. Now see my little baby hairs getting in the way. So not all people need to do their whole entire hairline either. Or sometimes you might need to come like a little bit further down. It all depends on your face. Like, I would strongly recommend looking up on Pinterest like a face structure contouring map to see like where you need to go for your face shape. I don't know, mine's kind of like a little, I kind of have a little point, but I'm small and cheekbones are pretty high, and so that makes my forehead look a little wider. So the contour of my forehead makes that go down and look smaller. Kind of go into my hairline. Okay, sorry. And then I take a smaller brush from my nose, and you don't have to, you can always like blend it in with your bigger one, but this gets a little bit more precise. Don't worry, gonna blend this all in. Now, I would recommend doing the nose, no matter your face shape. You can even come up here a little bit, into your eyebrows, and then just like that. My nose always turns out red, no matter what. And I got little freckles. Okay. Just for fun. Okay. Let's see. Blush. Yeah. Not everyone uses blush. And y'all, I've actually used this as a blush before, and I guess I could show y'all. But I usually use blush number 1. Let's see. So everything is really highly pigmented. So you gotta be careful on how much you use. But y'all see how pretty like a red cheek can be? We have this beautiful bright red blush that I want to get for the Christmas holidays too. It's I feel like it goes on a little less intense than this. Than the shadows. Everything has the same pigmentation, 50, but they're pressed differently. So the shadows go on a lot darker than the blushes do. Okay. Ooh, got a little, my scalp was a little dry this morning too. I used to use Scalp Benefits shampoo and conditioner by Aveda, but I just started using their I think it's called Scalp Remedy, and you just spray it on your scalp while it's wet and kind of let it get in there. But like I might need to pick me up a small thing of shampoo just to mix in there every now and then with my color conserve. And as y'all can see, I need to recolor my red hair. It's like a red brown now. And then this is all dark, so I need a touch up. That's what I need. Okay, let's get this eye primer on. So this eye primer, Lime Life actually doesn't have an eye primer. You could always use the concealer and the translucent powder, but my eyelids are very temperamental, like we were talking about earlier, and concealer was a little too thick and would crease up on me. And I tried to use a little bit, and it, you know, it was just too thick, too good of coverage, I guess, for my little eyelids. They needed something a little bit thinner, which this is, but it still works great. I actually used to use the e.l.f. primer, but like I said, it had stopped working on me too, and then I tried this. So the e.l.f. eye primer is only like $1, so I might try and go back and get it once this does run out, and see if setting with powder first before using it, and then powder again, like I'm having to do this with this one now, works. I'm not sure if I did that when it stopped working on me. I don't remember what I was doing. I do remember there was a long while where my eyeshadow looked absolutely crazy by the end of the day. I just wasn't having it. Needed something in a hurry. Okay. setting this with the translucent powder again, like I said I was gonna do. Alright, while that kind of sets, so make sure it gets all good and dry, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Like I said, I just trimmed them. Might need might be a few other spots I need to do, but I can wait. I was getting a little nervous. I was going too short with things. So, okay. So, for like everyday eyeshadow, I usually just use my brow gel. But I don't know, since I just trimmed my brows, I kind of want to do a little bit of a darker look today, and then I'm going to go back and just make sure they stay in place with the gel. Which I would recommend if you do that every day and don't use this for the pigment. There is a clear just to make everything stay in place. Alright, so I use the Brownie Points eyeshadow for my eyebrows. It seems to be the best option. And y'all, I probably need a reshape in my arch, but I'm going to do my best. I need a little more product on this brush. You just want to draw a diagonal line up until that outer point. And from there, you want to go down. And come underneath. Same thing. I'm going to go on top. Yeah, I think I went too short up here. See, I have a big gap in my brow right now. Wasn't like that earlier. Well, at least it wasn't that bad. Okay, and then just kind of, I don't go all the way to the end because you want this to be darker. Actually going to start using my thicker brow brush. Because the one I was using, it's actually a Lime Knife brush. It's really good for precision in the lines. I don't necessarily like it for filling in though. It's a little too thin. I'll show y'all the difference of thickness. Watch. Y'all see the difference? Really, really thin. But like I said, it's really good for those lines. So right here, sorry if the mirror is getting in the way. Just gonna go up. A little bit out of place. Looks silly right now. It's gonna look better once I got all my makeup on. Alright, let's go with this eye. This brow is thinner than this one. You know, I still feel like I'm relatively new to the eyebrow game. I am. I watch videos myself on how to perfect my look, and I'm like, I feel like I have the technique right, like where the line should be and everything, but like I said, I just had to trim my brows because the hairs were too long, and I do feel like I need a, oh gosh, I do feel like I need a reshape. Sorry, I think my stand is about to give out on us. Okay, that was scary. I didn't know what was happening. I saw my face like, it looked like it was melting off. Okay. Nope. Okay, hold on. I have to re-stick, guys. Give me a second. I haven't been keeping this stuck on something. So some dust on the bottom. And my mirror's dirty. Good gosh. Okay, see if that holds. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to go get a different tripod. Okay. I have enough product on my brush. Hold on. Keep forgetting this isn't Facebook, so I probably could have music playing in the background. You know, for Facebook videos, if like you don't own the rights, doesn't matter if you like say it in your post or not. They don't care. They'll like mute your video. I think it's only in like certain countries though. I think before that, they were like threatening to fine people. I guess that didn't work, so they're just like, we'll just mute it for countries where this isn't allowed. I guess that was a better option. And I don't know if y'all know about the unibrow technique, but if you don't have a good eye shape going on, which is probably what I should do every day, it really helps establish that for you. And I feel like it actually comes out better than doing your brows individually. You don't keep a unibrow. You fill it all the way in, and then you kind of just go over with concealer in the middle. Because I'm like, I feel like my eyebrows should be a little bit further in, but I'm scared to put too much shadow, I guess. And I need to get better at like making it lighter to dark. I feel like it always just gets dark. Definitely looks silly right now. We're gonna fix that. Put some shadow on these lids. All right. And again, using this color. So I kind of choose to go a little bit darker up here just because of my eye shape, but some people choose to go darker here and just kind of blend it lighter up here. It's really up to y'all. I've seen this look done a few different ways when using like just one color. You kind of want to make it darker in one place than the other. Now I'm using my pointed blender brush number 10. This is my favorite Lime Life brush. These are, well, I have 3, but I hardly ever use this brush, but these 2 brushes are from Lime Life. I absolutely love them. I would use all of their shadow brushes. I need to update. But what's good about this being pointed, you know, versus just a regular blender, you see, you can draw lines with it. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Kind of outlining where I want this shadow to go before I start filling in. Y'all got squirrels running on the top of my house. Okay, now I'm going to start bringing it down. Get a little bit more of a firmer grip on my blender. Notice how I'm pointing it up still at an up angle. Just want to make sure that it's darker at the top than at the bottom. A little bit more pigment. Bring down. You see how it's that bright red at the top, and then it almost gets to like a taupey color down here. It's real pretty. And y'all, I've always been scared of red eyeshadow because I feel like I just hadn't found the right red or I hadn't really seen it done right, but this is a really pretty color. Great for fall. You can, what have I mixed it with? Done it with the Taupe for the Best that I did on my contour. I've even done it with this more yellow gold one, Blondie. It's actually really pretty. Kind of looks like a, I don't know, I guess like a sunset almost. It's really pretty. But lately in the mornings, like one color for my eyes is so much easier. Or just doing like one color and making my lash line darker, like with the black down there. It just makes for a quicker makeup look, but like hardly ever use more than 2 colors on my eyes anymore. At least for work, you know, if we go out on the weekend, I'll kind of dull up my eye look for sure. Put that in the wrong spot. Blend that out. Now I know the new thing that's in right now is to kind of put the color underneath the eye. I just kind of, when I do the red, I just kind of go in the corners. I don't go full across my eye, like I'll do if I'm using brown or black. When it's a color, I kind of stick to the outer edge. Blend that a little bit to where it's not so harsh. It's more of a gradual. Okay. Now, done with the red. That one's called Tainted Love. Now I'm gonna go in with a highlighter color, Cream Boat. Then just a all over shadow brush. I think I got these brushes at Target too. I'm not sure what brand they were, but they've been doing the trick. It just came with 2. Well, 4, but 2. Which I find making a dual brush makes it a little bit harder to keep in good condition, because I don't know how y'all wash out brushes, but you should do it upside down. So because if you do it upwards, all the water gets into the adhesive, and then your bristles start falling out of your brush. So when you you know, you can do this one upside down, but when you start washing this one upside down, it's possible that some of the water is still getting into the adhesive. So, but like I said, they weren't expensive at all. So I didn't think they would last forever, but it's gonna keep them from lasting a lot longer. That design. Okay. Trying to see if I need a little bit more contour. I think I'm good. Gonna start with my eyeliner. And I need a new one. Oh my goodness. Got some crazy hairs going on there. It's just about done for, guys. I'm about to make a new order. Kind of got crazy with Halloween makeup looks. Okay. Just gonna do our best. And this is like a gel liner, a little pen, really fine tip, easy to get right by your lash lines, and it's smudge proof once it dries. Now I will tell you, if you just want to put this on the outside of your eye and then go back with a brush while it's still wet and kind of smoke that out, that's a really pretty look. But like I said, once it's dry, it's not going anywhere, so you gotta act quick on it if you're wanting to do that. Otherwise, I would recommend using like just a shadow, get it on there thick, and then go back with a blender and smoke it out. But you can get the same effect with the eyeliner. Okay. Now your top eyeliner is to enhance your lash line. So depending on what shape eyes you have, like if you have eyes shaped like mine, you're gonna wanna go thin to thick, which is kind of, honestly, that's how you should do your eyeliner regardless. But if you have hooded eyes, you're not going to want to start right here. You're going to want to just start at the middle of your eye and then go with your wing. Because otherwise you won't really, it'll just look black. You won't see any of your eyeshadow. So I I draw my line, I gradually have it get thicker. I just kind of do an overall arc and then fill in. Instead of just putting it right on my lash line. It's like a, again, if you have hooded eyes, that's exactly where you want to put your liner. You want to put it right at the lash line and then do your little wing right here and fill that in. But you want to draw that line super close and super thin, so that's where this little baby comes in handy, because you can get it precise right on it. And it doesn't get streaky. So don't worry about drawing like thin line, thin line, thin line. You can draw a big line and then go back and fill in. Okay. Now, anytime you do a wing, you want to follow the end of your eye up until the end of your brow. Sorry, making sure y'all can see. Now this is a bigger wing than you'd want to do for a hooded. But it's the same concept. Shoot. Okay. And don't stress about not getting it like exactly correct, because your eyes, if they're anything like mine, they're two different shapes. Like my right eye is bigger than my left. Pretty much everything on the right side of my body is bigger than my left. So as long as you're following your angles, it's gonna look correct on your eye. Especially if your eyebrows grow a little bit differently as well. You know, and if you're like me and just, you know, do everything yourself and you don't get anything waxed or anything shaped or, you know, whatever, professionally, and you kind of do it yourself, then you just have to work with what you're given. Don't stress over it. Okay, sorry, I'm cleaning off one of my brushes, and while I'm thinking, oh, I never went back over with this on my brows. Just want to see if y'all can even see. It's just a gel. It's kind of wet and just, it'll keep everything in place. Y'all, I was supposed to put my spray on before I did my eyeliner. I haven't done a makeup video in a while. It's actually my first video on YouTube ever, so a little crazy. But yeah, I normally do my eyeliner while this is drying. because I didn't even get to the fun part yet. I have this really awesome highlighter palette that I put on after like the setting spray's on. It goes on a little bit easier with everything dry. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and do my mascara. Alright, so get where y'all can see. Put it on the backs of my eyelashes. Then I roll the front because I put on falsies about every day. So it not only gives you the curve you want with your eyelashes without having to use a curler, it helps your eyelashes blend well into your falsies. I need a new one of this too. And I will say, if you get your eyelashes done, this is a really good mascara to have, because it has plant fibers in it, and that allows you, when your eyelashes start falling out, it's going to fill in the gaps for you. I've seen it done. I'm not making it up. It's like a little miracle wand. Doesn't clump, it doesn't flake. So that's also pros. My lashes have never been healthier than with using the Perfect mascara. We'll say there's a few tips I have learned to make it last longer, because I'm like, I got it and I'm like, it's only been like a month and a half. I need a new one. So number one, you can just add a little drop of water or some of that face oil I was talking about in it, and rub it up, and it'll last a little longer. But you also want to clean your mascara wand. Like literally, you want to wipe this off, and you want to wipe it off with a paper towel like once a week. It's gonna look like you're wasting all this product, but it's really gonna help it last longer. It's gonna have a healthier wand too. Like, this has lasted me like 3 or 4 months, and my first ones, when I wasn't doing that, only lasted like a month and a half or 2. And that was with me pouring like a drop of water in it for the last month. I'm trying to get it to last longer. Sorry, I'm taking some of my glue off my lashes. I'm not sure what brand these are. I've been using them lately though, because I broke my my good ones, and I just need to go get some more. And we were at the store last night, and I like completely forgot. And I forgot we needed paper towels, and I forgot we needed milk. I could make strawberry shortcake and hot cocoa this weekend. Like, I'm just... forgot everything. But I still have these, and I still have one other pair from the eye lure. They're just not as thick as my favorite ones. But these, good about these is it has a really, really thin lash line. Makes it a little flimsier to put on, but really good for like when you're doing a thin eyeliner, or if you have, you know, those hooded eyes. Thin lash line is better than a thick one, because then all you see is that black. Okay. But y'all, but this pair, the ones I broke, and the other pair we're talking about, bought 3 pairs of lashes at the beginning of last month, and they've lasted. And they're still like, I mean, they're coming to the end. Like, I need to get some more lashes, like I said. But they lasted me all month using them. Well, at least one, like, you know, every day. They probably each got like a week or 2 use. I don't know. I really feel like it was longer than that, though. I really do. But a lot of people say they're like, oh, I throw them away after like 3 to 5 uses. And I'm like, dude, I can use them for like 2 to 3 weeks straight. You gotta make sure you're taking your glue off every night. You wanna be gentle, because that's how I broke the other ones. I was being a little rough with them. Bloop. And you wanna put them back in their box every night. I always do that. These are further out. Oh well, I'm not redoing them. I'm not doing it today. I'm not. I redid them yesterday. I'm not doing it. But y'all, I barely have to go back and I don't even really need to go back at all. I'm just trying to get, oh God, do this thing again, y'all. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to clean my mirror, I guess. Man, we still haven't got to the fun part. I'll try to re-stick it one more time. Different spot. See how long this will last me. Maybe we could finish the video. Okay. This is the best palette ever invented. A highlighter palette. And they're creamy. I'm gonna put some here. I actually am supposed to do this before the lashes. I just got a little excited. And I'm just using the white. I use the white daily, but like this one is like white, but it has that gold tint to it. It's real light. This is actually really pretty. This is what we're gonna do. This red. Get you some shimmer on top of your red shadow for even more of a contrast than we already did. Because remember, we made it darker at the top. And then this brown one's actually really pretty, like here. But we're just gonna do some more of this white on top. Sorry, I thought my thing was falling again, but it was, I heard the leaves outside. And then if you want to get real crazy for the holidays, this one's LED and like holographic. So you can really, and it's even creamier than the rest of them. Like, you can really get that like here, and I might just go ahead and do it. Let's see if y'all see where the light's catching? Look how pretty. I did a really pretty swatch on my arm once, and I should have taken a camera when I did it. But it looked like blue and purple. And it just, you know, because the light hits it differently, and it's that different texture. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so I'm just going to do a simple nude lip. The Not Telling. Didn't even have to line it. It's super easy to put on. Alright, and that's it. This is like my work look without the LED highlighter on. And I know it took a while, but it's because I'm talking to y'all. It really doesn't take that long. It's going super slow. Make sure y'all saw everything you needed to see. Okay, well, I'm gonna go fix lunch, and then I'm going to decorate my Christmas tree before Thanksgiving. I've never done that before. I've always waited. I'm always like, no, you can't start Christmas until the day after Thanksgiving. Y'all, I like tried to start Christmas before Halloween this year. I've just been so pumped because, sorry, like acorns are falling and stuff outside. I have nothing else in the background, so I hear everything. But my wedding is like the weekend between Christmas and New Year's, so I've been pumped up all year. So I'm like, oh my God, it's almost here. I don't care if I'm supposed to be watching Hocus Pocus right now. I'm wearing my Grinch pants, you know, like silly stuff. So, I always do like a candy cane theme tree. So that's the one I'm gonna do today. We got stuff for a second tree today because my aunt gave me all my great grandmother's beautiful red, like deep red vintage ornaments, and I got some more stuff from my mom in that same color, so I was like, well, I can't just do a red tree. So we got gold stuff and beautiful gold mesh and a pretty red ribbon. I just need to get a tree. I need to get a second tree, but Walmart has a perfect tree for it's like either $30 or $40 that I'm gonna get. And then I'll be able to decorate my red and gold tree. So I'll probably wait to do that one around Thanksgiving, but I'm a little anxious. And I don't want to do like both trees in one day. That's just, that's hard doing like 2 full out trees in a day, even if like they're smaller. I used to do that like for a living. I would, in the holiday time, like, I mean, these 8-foot massive fat trees, I would go in and I would just decorate them. And I mean, they already had all the supplies, so it was like pretty much endless amount what you could think of. Like the whole entire store's inventory you could fit on this tree if you wanted to, so you could really just go all out. And I mean, I did like 2 or 3 per day. Y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm like, if I'm gonna take it day by day, And I'm like, I already got 2 trees. And I'm sure I'm gonna add a tree every year because I'm crazy like that. Absolutely. Because they have so many different themes out now, and I'm like, ooh, I want a tree for each room so I could do all the little themes. You know, get like a little tiny one and do like get like all my old palettes from here, and I can do like a Lime Life tree. I could do a superhero tree, a small one for Otto, my future hubby, and like the kids, our future kids, and you know, like I'm thinking so crazy about that. That's how hyped up I am. All right, guys. Well, hope y'all enjoyed. Ooh, this light's a little bit better. Y'all, look how pretty. Like I can't get over how pretty of a red that is. Well, message me if y'all have any questions. Comment below. Like, share, whatever you do on here. I'm totally new, totally just starting out. Y'all help me out, give me a little bit of support. Not a professional makeup artist. I'm not trying to be, okay? I'm still working on my skills. So, there might be a better way to do things. I absolutely know that, but this is what works for me and kind of tips that I've been picking up on watching other people's videos. Yeah, I have more makeup tips for y'all in the future, and hair. Love doing hair too. Probably would have done a hair one today, but it's still drying. I've been crimping it lately. So, be looking for like a crimped hair video soon. I'm in love with the crimped hairstyle. And it doesn't go 80s. I do it a certain way where it's not 80s, so don't get scared. Alright guys, y'all have a happy holidays, but eat your turkey first. Make sure you enjoy Thanksgiving. Alright, bye.